I'm not threatening you. Say one more word, and that's 30 days. 30 days.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Sovereign Citizens Hall of Fame. Today we are courtroom hopping back into the courtroom of Judge Simpson. And even though this isn't my first time in Judge Simpson's courtroom, this is going to be my first time in a proceeding where there is a Moorish American woman. Now, I heard that this proceeding is very interesting. I've never been a part of a proceeding with somebody that considers themselves to be a Moorish American. So I'm excited to see how this thing goes and, you know, what this young lady has to say. But yeah. And I'm looking forward to giving my commentary on it as well. But without further ado, guys, enough of that talk. I'm excited to get into this courtroom proceeding. I know you guys are too. So let's get in there.
Court calls case People versus Jay Latham.
Case on behalf of the people.
Overwater Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Ms. Lathan. Ma'am, would you state your name for the record, please?
I'm not Ms. Lathan, I'm principal. I am Jay Ruth Bey, cardholder and principal of Jade Lathan.
Your Honor, I did attempt.
Mr. Overwater, while she's given that, is this the person that you know to be the individual named in the complaint? If not, we are going to have a problem, and I will have this person, since she got up here, taken into custody. We will do fingerprints and we will determine her identity by our standards. So we can do it one of two ways.
Judge, I don't question that she is physically the person that is alleged to have committed these offenses. What I do believe is that there is an issue as to competency.
For the record, I do not know this man, and I did send him a cease and desist to not represent me. However, thank you, Your Honor. I am the principal and cardholder of Jade Ruth and Lathan and beneficiary.
Very well. Mr. Overwater, you are on this case. So what do you wish?
Judge, I believe that at this point, the issue of competency needs to be raised. So I would ask for a competency evaluation. This matter be set over for a competency hearing.
I'm not
pursuant
asking
to the
for
statute.
anything, and that's coming from the horse's mouth.
I'll need an order.
I did turn in my statement of fact so that there's more than the police record on the record. I have not harmed anyone, and the cameras will reflect that if we are to go that far. But I would like to motion to settle.
I don't know what that means.
Well, I want to settle because I'm the card holder in X relation to the principal, and I do not want to be
I have
mistaken.
no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. I yield.
Thank you. Forensic evaluation is ordered. I'll order a competency hearing. I'll set that competency hearing for 90.
June 6th.
June 6th, 2024, 9 a.m.
2020.
At this time, bond will continue. Mr. Overwater, prepare the order, please.
I will do that, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case People versus Jade Lathan.
Mr. Canatra for the people.
Kenneth Overwater, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Ms. Lathan, who's approaching. Ms. Lathan, would you state your name for the record, please?
Jay Ruth Bey, beneficiary of the principal.
Your Honor, I have spoken with Ms. Lathan several times. We've reviewed some of the discovery. We are looking into some potential resolutions. I'd ask to adjourn the probable cause conference. I would ask for more than 2 weeks.
August 29th, 2024, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Yeah.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Case People versus Jade Lathan.
Kenneth Overwater, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Ms. Lathan, who is approaching.
Your name, ma'am?
I'm Jay Ruth Bey, the nationality of Moorish American, beneficiary of the principal Jade Lathan, and I'm making this special appearance at District 15, Michigan Court of Law under threat, duress, and coercion. I'm asking the prosecutor to dismiss this case on the grounds that there is no injured party. Plus, I have the right to a speedy trial, and this is the 5th time I've made an appearance for this in the case in the court of law since February 2024 for the arraignment. Since the arraignment, when the Ann Arbor Police Department apprehended me unlawfully and kidnapped me, forcing me to take fingerprinting and a mugshot when I am not a criminal. Officers Morgan Parker 15400 and AA Condolis 02002 claimed I fit a so-called description and also violently attacked me and produced a false police report against my person. These officers falsely accused me of committing crimes that the tapes do not show me doing at all. These tapes do not show me doing at all any of the things that I'm being accused of, as I've never harmed another person in my life and certainly not an officer of the law. I've disturbed the peace, and I have on file with public defender Kenneth Overwater right here to my left, a character letter from my former teacher proving that I've always been a well-behaved student, and have always gotten good grades and have no history of foul play or violence, which is still true to this day. My legal representation on the day of the arraignment on February 2024, who helped grant me my freedom on bond, has already stated on the record that I have no history of violent offenses, which is the truth. And I assume why I was granted my freedom from police custody. I would lastly like to say that on March 11, 2024, I was denied 2 main sources of evidence for my case via my personal FOIA request that would have easily shown my innocence. These 2 things are the mobile gas station cameras, and that will show the young boy already on the phone when I walked into the gas station. But either way, I was not at all acting out of the ordinary or belligerent. I was nothing but kind to everyone in that store. And I'm nothing but peaceful, and I'm saddened that I have been accused of behaviors that are not true. And I would like to exclaim that I'm a victim of a false 911 police call when I had no idea I only know that because of the police report that I got after the fact. I humbly ask both the prosecutor and the judge that this case be dismissed because I have school and I have church to attend, and my college studies have already began on August 26th at the community college. And I'm asking you to grant me my justice from this, taking up my time, because my time is very valuable to my community and I would once again like to motion to settle this case for full dismissal in a speedy manner, because this case has already been in default judgment since the date of March 7, 2024, and I yield.
All right, so that we know that the review of the court's file, I've heard everything that the defendant has said. Court's review of the file, that none of the requests to adjourn were at the request of the people. It was always at the request of the defense in terms of any delay in these proceedings. Secondly, I do not need a response from the people. If I consider that a motion to dismiss, that motion to dismiss is denied. Where do we need to go now, Mr. Overwater?
Just be asking for an adjournment of the probable cause conference.
Any objection from the people?
No, Your Honor, I have offered a misdemeanor offer of 1 count of attempt resisting obstructing the police. I'll leave that offer open to the next CCC.
September 19th, 2024, 9 a.m. In this matter, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And if I can take the letter back.
Wow, guys, we have made it to the end of our courtroom proceeding, and hopefully we can get the rest of these proceedings with this young lady, Miss Jay Lathan, or Jay Ruth Bey, or whoever she likes to call herself. Yeah, this is definitely it's definitely interesting. I definitely never saw a proceeding with somebody that considered themselves as a Moorish American with their sovereign citizen head on. She definitely was going hard, obviously, reading from a script to the point of where there was times where her lawyer was leaning over, looking at the paper. But yeah, Judge Simpson definitely wasn't having it. And if you paid attention in that first court appearance that she had, when he said, this was real gangster, when he said, listen, if we aren't sure who this young lady truly is, we can just pretty much take her into custody and fingerprint her and make sure she's who she is either claiming to be or claiming not to be. And I thought that was pretty crazy, because that might be the tactic or the route that some of these judges may, start to go. And it's definitely going to deter some of these individuals playing the sovereign citizen game. But yeah, Judge Simpson definitely wasn't having it. We know he's seasoned when it comes to sovereign citizens. And another thing that I thought was very interesting was, in the first appearance, she claimed to not, know her lawyer. Like, I don't know this man. I sent a cease and desist letter. But if you notice in the final appearance, which, we know she has more to come, but in the last appearance that we showed, she said that there was a character's, I believe, like a character witness letter that she filed with the public defender's office, and that her lawyer knew about. But it's like, wait a minute, in the first appearance, you say you didn't know this guy, or you sent them a cease and desist letter. But it goes to show you that she does want this to be over with. She's kind of willing to use, whoever and whatever she can to get out of it and get it over with. But in all honesty, she seems to be an intelligent young lady outside of the sovereign citizen stuff. If she's not lying about the different things she talked about, she has a lot going on. To me, she should just go ahead and take whatever it is that she has to do, or take it to trial, or do whatever she got to do to just get this over with so she can go on with her life. That's my opinion, right? But nonetheless, once again, another very interesting video. As always, I appreciate you guys for joining me. This is Sovereign Citizens Hall of Fame. And guess what, guys? Sovereign Citizens Court is adjourned. Catch you on the next one.